In 1066, 4 men fought for the throne of England: Harold Godwin, William Duke of Normandy, Harold HARDRADA, and Edgar the ATHELING. Listen to Year 8 explain why each man should be king and why their rivals should not.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Hello, lords and ladies, welcome. I have prepared this speech to tell you why William Duke of Normandy should be king. After all, it was promised to him, and you would be out of your mind not to choose him. So listen to my speech, and it will make your decision so much easier. I should be king because I was a military commander, and I have a well-equipped army. I also claim that King Edward had promised me the throne. As well as claiming that, I claim that when Harold Godwin came to Normandy in 1064, he swore an oath to me to help me become king.
I would have to invade this country, but it would be worth it in the long run. And I do have little support here, but when I am king, I will have a lot of support. I am also not English, but that doesn't matter because I am stronger, more trained, and also have a lot more experience than all of the rest.
Harold Godwin should never be king. He was only related by marriage, not by blood. They say blood is thicker than water. He was not of royal birth. Harold HARDRADA, if he invaded him for the throne of England, he would restart the war between the Danes and the English. He was not English and lived in Norway. He could never live in England.
Overall, I should be the king. Now vote for me and I will do you proud.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Hello, lords and ladies. Today I will try and convince you why Harold Godwin should rule our country and all other climates should not be.
Let's start off by saying I should be king of England. I think I should be king because I was promised by my brother-in-law, who was in fact Edward the Confessor. I am also a popular English soldier, also with that Edward trusted me with his own words.
I have to be king. I am the second closest relative to Edward. But even though Edgar is the closest relative, but he's only a young little kid. He shouldn't be king at all.
Yes, we were not related by blood, but Edward the Confessor treated me as family, and not of royal birth. A silly thing like that would not stop me, a man who is born to be king.
Even though Harold wasn't a blood relative, neither was William Duke of Normandy or Harold HARDRADA.
The only reason I am bad for the part is my background. There's no actual bad evidence for me being king.
That is all I have to tell you. Please listen and think about what I have said. Thank you all for taking your time to listen to me. Good night.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Welcome, lords and ladies. Today I'm going to tell you why you should make the right decision and choose me, Harold HARDRADA, to be King of England. So please listen as I tell you the reasons. Me, I should be king. You would be out of your mind not to choose me.
Well, I am a great warrior. I can handle a little war between the Danes and the English, don't you think?
I should be king because I am already king of Norway and Denmark. I know how to fulfill the job of being king. I am well experienced. I have the support of Tostig, and I am a great warrior. If England came under attack, you would surely want someone who can defend England to be king. I am the heir of Canute, who has been king of England 1016 to 1035.
Well, I may not be English, but does that matter? No. Why? I am such a good warrior. It doesn't matter if I'm English or not, does it? What? If I live in Norway, I rule there too. So I could spend time in England and I could spend time in Norway. It will work out. Well, I am a great warrior. I can handle a little war between the Danes and the English, don't you think?
I can give you many reasons why those other peasants aren't worthy. First, Harold Godwin, he isn't related to Edward by blood, only by marriage. He wouldn't know how to run a country. William, Duke of Normandy, is already established as a king, so that wouldn't be fair. And Edgar the Atheling, why, that fool is only 14 years old, and he lives in Hungary.
Now, Edgar the Atheling, he shouldn't even be a contender for the throne, as he's only 14 and has no experience at all. That rules him out. Harold Godwin, well, he's not of royal birth and was only related to Edward by marriage, so he's also out. And finally, William, Duke of Normandy, if he was to become king, and an invasion would be required, which would be very risky. William has very, very little support in England, and as he's Norman, so he's out. So the only person left is me. This is why I, Harold HARDRADA, should be king. Thank you for your time.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Hello, today I am here to tell you about Edgar the Atheling and how he should be king, because he is the right man. Well, not really a man. He is still a little boy, but just the best person for the job.
I should indeed be king, because I was the great nephew of the latest king, Edward the Confessor, and therefore the closest blood relative and entitled to be England's next king.
People do say, "Oh, but you're only 14," and yes, you're right. I'm very young, but I say I'm going to be king longer. Another one is I live in Hungary and I've only spent little time in England, so I barely know where I'm going half the time. But when I'm king, I'll know everywhere. I also don't have an army, so I can't fight wars, but I can just build one, so it's no biggie.
As for the others, well, Harold Godwin isn't even related to the king. I think not. And William, well, he's the descendant of a Viking, so he could just be like Harold HARDRADA, or worse. And Harold, he's a Viking. He could raid us at any time and take everything we own. So don't trust any of them.
In conclusion, my lords and ladies, I urge you please, think carefully about your decision. Thank you for your time.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Thanks for watching this Newbridge history video. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when we make new videos. Also, check out the links in the description box below for more great history videos.